Hello and welcome to the Weekend Investing Daily Bite of 29th of May, an interesting day. The investments in securities are subject to market risk. Please read this entire disclaimer. Um, the securities we'll quote are for illustration only. So, story of the day is that S&P has raised India outlook to positive from stable. And while it may not have had an immediate impact today, but this is very good news going forward. Rating upgrade usually translates into changing allocations of large funds. So let's say there's an emerging market fund and India is, let's say, 4% in that fund. Raising of India's rating will cause that allocation to go up. So regardless of where the market is, more funds are likely to come towards India than with the previous rating. So from that perspective, it is a very positive outcome. How and when those funds will start to come is another matter. But this is a very good news, especially given the fact that this is coming before the election outcome. So S&P is sort of making the elections a non-event and stating that India is ready for the next phase forward. So where is Nifty headed? So Nifty, as we mentioned yesterday also, was on a slightly weak wicket on the short term. Yesterday's last hour had given a signal of a short. That continued today. In fact, the uh, rechecked that level of 22,800 on the third or fourth hour, but could not sustain that and closed at 22,700. So nothing majorly lost as such, I would say. But yes, in the very short term, the market is nervous, and elections are such events where irrational up moves or down moves can happen very, very quickly. So I will not be surprised if in the next few days we have some very volatile moves culminating on June 4th. Um, the good part about this is that on the hourly charts, the RSI is already very near oversold levels. So if this trend of the medium to long term trend has to remain intact, very soon you will find some buying emerge right here. So that's the sort of short term analysis on Nifty. In terms of other benchmark indices, you had Nifty Next 50 coming off, but coming off in a very shallow manner. You can see that the rise in the last 10 days has been pretty steep, and there's a very shallow correction that is happening. And on the Nifty Next 50 also, the RSI is very near decently oversold region, so not much expected down in terms of that index also. Mid caps have virtually gone flat today, so hardly any down movement and staying there. Of course, this uptrend of the short term has been broken, but the downtrend is still very much very, very mild and continuing forth. In terms of the small caps, very surprisingly, small caps did not fall today. Rather, there was a slight green on the small caps. Of course, there was no major uptick, but as of yesterday's close, the small caps were actually very much in the green for most part of the day. Towards the end of the day, they remained flat uh, versus yesterday. In terms of Nifty Bank, this is where the fall really was there. So first hour itself, there was a big down candle, and the banking index pretty much fell all through the day with a small blip at the end. So Bank Nifty has led the market down today, and whenever Bank Nifty leads the market up or down, it usually sustains for some more time. So there may be more days of down if we were to go with that thesis. Uh, in terms of gold, we are still, in a flag-like formation coming off from this 7,500 mark, and if we go below about 7200, we will go into another short-term down leg. So gold is consolidating. If you remember, gold has gone up from 6200 to 7500 virtually non-stop, and gold is now consolidating. If we take support here and goes up, that will be great as well. What are the FIs and DIs doing? Okay, let's see. Yesterday's 28th May, you saw a huge chunk of DIIs, 3200 crores move. Despite Nifty not being extremely bullish, FIIs uh, buying only 66 crores. So, for a change, last many sessions, I would say about 6 or 7 sessions, FII sales has been negligible. In fact, there is a small buying that is emerging, and I think a lot of this also may be due to the fact that while FIIs have built short positions in the futures market, some cash position longs may be getting built because see, everybody is worried about what happens if on June 4th the market goes for a swing up, big swing up. Maybe we get 400 plus on for the NDA and market goes in an upswing. A lot of money is sitting on the sideline. How and when will they get in? Then they will chase the market at that point of time. So some money may start to come in. On the other hand, those who have been in the market and are sitting on extremely good profits may want to take off some money, depending upon each one's allocation and outlook. If somebody needs the money in the next, let's say 6 to 9 months, I would certainly say take some money off. But if you are a longer term investor, stay invested in the market. There is no reason to panic without reason, actually. Uh, the heat maps for the day, you can see it is all red on the left side. So HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, State Bank, Axis Bank, all losing 1 to 2%. So big cuts on the banking and finance side, big cuts on energy and IT stocks also. Small green area in pharma, some in FMCG, some in power, but mostly all red out here. In terms of the Nifty next 50, the next 50 stocks, again, mid cap, the next 50 stocks losing in terms of VBL, Dabur, LIC, Siemens, Naukri, IRCTC. The extent of damage is minimal, but the broadness of the damage is definitely very, very broad. Motherson Sumi bucked the trend along with Sun Pharma, Torrent Pharma, and HAL and BEL. But overall, I would say, maybe just consolidating, giving some gains of this. Sectoral trends, again, pharma up 0.6%, metals up 0.3%, rest all sectors gave up gains. Private banking giving up the most, minus 1.4%, real estate down 0.9%. So a lot of profit taking is happening, it seems, because institutionally, yesterday also there was no net selling, and just positions probably are slightly getting paired ahead of the outcome. But of course, a lot of positions are being built in on a leverage basis in FNO side. People who play for that event gain, that probably is happening, and that is why VIX has been going up last many days, although today VIX was not up at all. Nifty Pharma index is the index of the day for me. Nifty Pharma rose very beautifully from November till about March, and then it consolidated at the same point for the last 3 months. Now, if you see, we are at the top of this range of consolidation, and whenever you will find that an index or a stock that runs up, then goes into a range and is now sort of knocking at the doors of the upper part of the range, there is very good likelihood that this will fly on the top, and that probably will happen if there's a risk of event. So in case the market does try to slide off, pharma stocks are the ones along with FMCG and possibly IT that may provide that counter support to the market if metals, autos, and banks start to roll down. But this is a good, I would say, consolidation, 2-3 month consolidation, ready for takeoff, but not yet as such. Other stories today, the Mazagaon dock I called it a juggernaut. The stock, which had gone up from 200 rupees to 2000 rupees over the last couple of years, was consolidating here since September of 2023. And almost 6-7 months, it was in this range of 1800 to 2000, 2200. And now, suddenly, from 2000, it has gone 70% up to 3400. So the results are out. The results are fantastic, much better than what was expected. So a 200 rupee stock has reached 3400 over in a span of just over couple of years. This, while your portfolio may not have had it, so you may feel left out, but this chart actually shows the power of selecting strength in the market. We it in some still. Remaining in strength. So while we were holding it September to May in some of the strategies which allow more movement, uh, a lot of the users may be feeling, why we are holding a stock that doesn't move. But relatively versus other stocks, it has displayed extreme strength. And even after huge run-ups, some stocks will take a break and then go again at it in the next leg. So always don't dismiss a stock that goes up and goes flat. It is ready, it is getting ready for another takeoff possibly. So this is the stock of the day for me. So this is all I have in the daily bite today. Thank you so much. Please let us know if this format of daily bite is something that you like. If you do like it, please do like the video and share it with your friends and family on your WhatsApp groups, and do subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Bye.